Yo, it's Fauzi here covering fantasy games for the Eastern Conference today. We'll start with the Orlando Magic defeating the Indiana Pacers 119 to 115. Banchero goes off for 50 points. Crazy stat line there. 50 points, near triple double, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, with some crazy percentages too. He did shoot 22 free throws though, but only like 75% from the line, so that hasn't really helped your cause there, but you can't complain about everything else. Obviously, Jalen Suggs had a great shooting night as well as a second option, 25 points, 6 3-pointers, 7 assists and 5 rebounds too. He's on player free agents waiver wires right now, so go grab him right now if you're looking for a guard that's going to have a hot start or having a hot start to this season. On the other side, I think the Pacers here had 26 points, so Siakam, 9 rebounds, 19 points and 10 assists and 9 rebounds by Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe he's starting to turn a corner here and hopefully get his season started. Jump over the second game here. We have if this loads for me, the Atlanta Hawks going down to the Washington Wizards. Any team that's going down to the Wizards this season is probably not the plan that you had when you're facing them on your schedule, correct? So 2-2 Hawks here losing to the Wizards. The Hawks here had 29 points from Jalen Johnson, 12 rebounds as well. Trae Young went cold, which probably doesn't help the cause if they're trying to get a W here. 2 from 15 shooting, 2 from 10 from downtown, 14 points, 13 assists. Stats are still there fantasy-wise, but the percentages were not. The Wizards obviously getting that first win for the season here, led by Jordan Poole, 26 points. Kyle Kuzma, 25 points, starting to get a shooting touch, coming back now after sort of a terrible start to the season. And Corey Kispert, 21 points as well from the bench there. If you've got a deep league, he's probably a kid that you're worth having a quick watch on or streaming as a streamer option. Jump across to the next game here. We have the Boston Celtics defeating the Milwaukee Bucks 119 to 108. Celtics here rolling right now 4-0. Tatum only got 15 points today, but it didn't matter because Drew Holiday stepped up 21 points. Jaylen Brown 30 points. These teams deep. Peyton Pritchard playing 28 minutes for 28 points as well. 8 3-pointers. If you picked them up as a streamer for today, you're laughing right now. The Bucks here 1-3. They need to, fire Doc Rivers maybe, bring back someone else. I don't know, man. But look, their production's there still from Dame Lillard, 33 points, Giannis 30 points, but they seem to have lost their identity a little bit right now. They need to get themselves going somehow, but from a fantasy perspective, there's not much depth around them. It's a bit of a barren wasteland right there in Milwaukee. Miami Heat defeated the Detroit Pistons here 106 to 98. We had the Heat here. Jimmy Butler led team with 23 points. Solid percentages as he generally does here. 20 points from Terry Rozier, 19 from Tyler Hero. They're 2-1 now, starting to roll. D-Wade got his statue here. All the good vibes are coming out of Miami right now, yeah. Detroit Pistons 0-4 right now, exactly where you probably expect them to be. Cade Cunningham, 24 points. Jaden Ivey, 18 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. finally making some buckets for 20 points and 1 assist and 0 rebounds. I'm not suggesting you go out there and grab him right now unless you need a few points, and that's about it, and maybe a few 3-pointers. Next game we have on the slate here for today was the Cavs defeating the Knicks 110 to 104. Cavs here led by 34 points from by Darius Garland. 34 points from Darius Garland, 12 from 19 from the field. Donovan Mitchell, 25 points. They're deep. Starting five is deep. They're all playing minutes. They've been playing together for a fair few years now. They're doing what you'd expect them to do, whilst the Knicks are still trying to figure out their lineups, I think, and just learning how to play together. The Jalen Brunson 21 points, Mikal Bridges 19 points. Cat had a quiet game, only took 8 shots. I don't think that's going to consistently occur, but only 8 shots with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Josh Hart starting to show some life right now, 16 points, 13 rebounds, couple of assists, couple of steals as well. I'm happy I held on to him. Last game here in the East here, we've got the Denver Nuggets going to Toronto Raptors, getting the W. First win for Denver. Look at that, yeah. You'd think, you wouldn't really think you'd hear that right now, but 1-2 right now. Denver getting a 127 to 125 win on the road in Toronto. 40 points and 10 rebounds by Jokic. Only 4 assists though. He hasn't really connected with teammates that have finished with a bucket. I think that goes for both parties here. You got to hit that teammate, and they got to make the bucket to get that assist correct. Christian Braun still continues to have a solid sort of season now, starting 40 minutes, 17 points, solid percentages, been in every category. If he's out there, you're looking for someone in a deep league, it's definitely someone you should watch. On the other side of things, Scotty Barnes, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals. Had a crazy game there, but got very little other support, I guess, in that sort of sense. Besides Poeltl, 16 points, 19 rebounds. Everyone else sort of really didn't shoot that well and didn't do that much. They're obviously still waiting for Emmanuel quickly to come back, and that will probably help them continue to sort of get some W's on the board there. So over to the West.
All right, Nick here to talk through the Western Conference games, the 29th or the 10th, or 28th. I don't know. We have to clarify that. So we got 5 games today. First off, it's Rockets at Spurs. They've been hanging out a lot. Oh, excuse me. They've been hanging out a lot, and it is the Rockets coming away with just a 5-point win here against the Spurs. You look at the shooting, it's pretty consistent. A couple more threes by the Rockets, but I think it's going to be pretty obvious. It's Jalen Green going off 36 points, really the big difference maker there. Everybody getting into the action as well. Jabari Smith was 17 and 8. Alperen Sengun were 12 and 12. Even Fred VanVleet hitting double digits. But there's definitely room to grow for the Rockets. As for the Spurs, Wemby 20 rebounds today, so that's good for your fantasy owners. But only 14 points, and the shooting still hasn't really hit its stride. Jeremy Sohan 22 and 9 on pretty good shooting, so you wonder if it's coming together for him. Chris Paul, you'd hate to have just dropped him, but he had 16 points, but only 3 assists. So I think his role on this team is trying to figure it out a little bit more. And well done to the Rockets getting their first win of the season. We go over to the Jazz and Mavs. Wow, Luka could not have had a worse game if he tried. He shot a abysmal, it doesn't matter, 5 of 22. To only get 15 points, but it was Kyrie leading the way with his 23, but Clay chipping in with 18 on 4 of 11 from 3. PJ Washington was a strong double-double with 12 and 11. Derek Lively with 14 and 4, but on good shooting again. I don't know, that's how you kind of know that the Mavs are different this year, because Luka can have a really bad game and they still win. But it is the Jazz. The Jazz, looking at their lineup, Colin Sexton, 9 of 11 to give you 23. And Keontae George having 17 points on 18 shots. I don't know what that rookie's doing, but he's got the green light. And Lauri Markkanen, another 4 of 15 shooting. It's not great. As you look at the team stats, because that's important to me, Mavs just shot slightly better, but a bit of a slogfest it looks. We go over to Trailblazers at Kings. Trailblazers pulling a win off against New Orleans, not doing it here against the Kings, down 111 to 98. You look at the team stats, and Trailblazers shot 18% from 3. That is not going to get it done. And 80% from free throw, which is pretty good, but not when your opponent shoots 92. Let's have a look at the box score. If you have a look, Jeremy Grant come back down to earth, only 7 points here. DeAndre Ayton with a 20 and 11. Well done. Then Scoot with 18, 5 and 4 on okay shooting. But we go over to the Kings. It's DeMar DeRozan having a big game, 23 points, 7 of 14 shooting. 9 of 10 from free throw, well done. Domantas Sabonis, 16, 13, and 7 on just 5 of 8 shooting. That is efficient. De'Aaron Fox with 24 and 20 shots, not as good. But well done to the Kings. DeMar DeRozan looking like a good addition. Looking like a good addition at this point. And then we go over to Lakers, Suns. And the Suns finally knock off the Lakers. The Lakers looking undefeated up until this point. Let's have a look at the box score. After we look at the team score, Lakers shot better from 3, and there was a bit of a lead going in. So well done to the Suns for clawing back into this one. LeBron James, he's immortal. 11 points on 3 of 14 shooting in 36 minutes. Interesting. But Lakers, Rui Hachimura, 20 and 10. Anthony Davis, 29 and 15. Austin Reeves, 23 and 8. Clearly this is the design for the Lakers. It's not LeBron's team anymore, or at least it doesn't have to be. But the Suns, the big duo, Kevin Durant with 30 points on very good shooting, 11 of 20 from the field, and Devin Booker, 33 points, 11 from 23 from the field. So well done, finally some efficient shooting. Mason Plumlee with a rare 10 rebounds and nothing else besides 2 assists. It's pretty good. Brad Beal, 15 points on 14 shots, still figuring it out. But I guess that's when you have a duo that's that good, you can win a game. Well done to the Suns. And lastly, we had the Bulls at Grizzlies. That's why I'm covering it, because it's a Western Conference home game. Bulls just getting away with this 3-point victory. Memphis did not shoot well from three, and they shot 54% from the free throw line. That is low, but it's not like Chicago shot much better, only 60-something themselves. We look at the box score for the Memphis Grizzlies. No Ja Morant, so maybe that's the big issue for them. But Desmond Bane distributed 30 points, 6 of 10 from three. Jaren Jackson with 19 points and 6 rebounds. Santi Aldama, 11 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. That might be someone who just entered my team, and so far so good. Scottie Pippen with 14 and 10. And Jake LaRivera, apologies if I get that wrong, 17, 5 and 9. Clearly a bit of a feel-like game for them. Zach Edey, only 14 points. Clearly not getting the court time he needs. The Bulls, though, there's a lot of good stats on this one. You got Zach LaVine with 30 points. You've got Nikola Vucevic with 22 and 7 and 5. You've got Kobe White with 25 and 2. You've got Josh Giddey with almost a triple-double with 12 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. And you got Aya DeSumo with a very respectable 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Clearly, very good game for the Chicago Bulls. Very efficient coming out. So, who was my fantasy player to watch? At this point, I'd be shocked if he's still on the waiver wire, but maybe you can arrange a trade or something. It's Rui Hachimura. He has had consistently good games. I am actually taking the time, and I'm dragging this out a little bit. I'm going to tell you his stats, because it's important for you to know his stats. He having the very strong 20 and 10 today, but Rui, on the season currently, is averaging 17.5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, almost a steal, half a block, and barely any turnovers, and he's getting 35 minutes a game. He has been consistently double digits, flirting with those 10 rebounds. He's doing everything, and he's clearly got a role on this Lakers team. That would be my fantasy pick of the day.